Hello, I'm Martin from Project Alf, and today I'm here to show you how to effectively manage tasks, assign them to the timeline, manage them in the backlog within the Project Alf application. In the last video, we have created our first very sample, very demonstrative product called Security Titan, and we have also created a bunch of the users that we want to be our team members. So here are the users, as you can see. And just a reminder, they do have a skill set that is added to them. There are 4 skill sets. There is UX, QA, front-end, and the back-end. And this skill set is going to be important for the future. So without further ado, let's jump into the Security Titan product. And as you can see, when we go there, you see here the 2 most important parts of the Project Alf. It's timeline, and down here is what we call crew board. In this video, I will show you the details of the timeline and the details of the tasks. So I believe that every single product manager has ever come to at least one or even more planning tools, right? So you know how timeline works. It's extremely simple, and it's basically very similar to any planning tool, except a few very interesting things. So let's jump into it. So you can see that here are tasks assigned. There is tasks that are in progress. There are tasks that are in the plan status, draft status, or done. Very simple, no mystery, 4 basic statuses. There can be tasks that are currently in progress, but they are marked as kind of like it needs your attention because the end date was set to the date that is before today, and the task is still in progress state, not in the done state. So that there's some kind of like indicators. But where the actual magic, and I mean quote unquote magic, starts is somewhere else. So first of all, let's go into the tasks list, and let's start to create a new task. So when we go here, in this dialog, we will simply state test and the test description, just to make it very short and simple. We'll set the priority where 1 is the highest, it's 1 to 10. And here's where the magic starts. Start date, right? So what I will do is that I will set the start date to the day after today, and the duration is going to be 5 days. Well, I can also change the state, but for this demonstration, it doesn't matter. What matters is that when I set the start date and the duration, then immediately it starts to give me the overview of possible assignees with their conflicts. So what I can see is that these 3 team members are available at that time period, and these are not because they already have another tasks assigned to them within the same time frame, which you can do that, you can assign it, but it is not a desired thing usually. So what I will do is that I'll cancel this and go to the timeline to show you one more thing in this video. So when I go to the task detail, I can see here kind of like a basic things. I can see the overview, I can see the assignees, but I can also see the history. History here is, let's call it clever. The reason why I'm saying this is that we try to indicate what we call points of interest. Points of interest are things like when you change the priority, when you change the assignees, right? All of these points of interest are important for the future statistics, for the monitoring of how your product management is doing. Are there any kind of things that you should be aware that are happening too often, right? So for example, if you change the priority within the task that is already planned, that might be a problem. That is definitely worth the exclamation mark, right? Same with the assignees. Same thing with the task that is already in progress. Well, if you do it within the task that is in the draft status, this is kind of fine. So this is the way how we want to, in the future, give you an attention on the things that might be happening too often, that might be happening either time to time, so it's fine, it's okay, and your backlog is healthy. So this is it from this video. In the next video, I will show you how to effectively work with the crew board. That's this part over here. Until then, thank you very much for your attention. Hit the subscribe and the like button, and I will see you in a bit.